this is Julie with Lindsay Stamp Gang Design Team, and I'm going to show you an easel card that's going to be Halloween themed. It's going to be super cute. So what I have here is a 5.5 inches wide by 11 inches long, and so I scored it halfway, and that would be right so that it'll sit up like this, and then I cut this also out at 5.5 by 5.5, and this will adhere to here, and then when you lay it down, it'll lay down flat, but when it goes upright, it'll be upright like this, like an easel. So I'll go ahead and just get started. First thing we're going to do is use some of our Screamin' Banshee black stains, Starburst stains, and I'm going to shake it up good here. And this normally comes with the dauber nozzle on here, but I'm going to change it out and put the spray on and then spray this, so I'll come right back. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is just spray it inside this box, and the box just actually protects my work area so that I don't get that messed up all over. It just kind of keeps it contained a little, so just going to give it a good spraying here. There we go, and I'm going to wait for this to dry. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this single piece here, this 5.5 by 5.5, but I'm going to do this one in purple. So just, I won't show you that part on camera, but you'll see what I need to do here is spray it exactly like that, but spray it in purple, and we'll come right back. Alright, so for the next step, what I'm going to do is use these magical micas, and how they are magical is that you add water to them, and I'm going to be using these wonderful little Aqua Flow brushes. They come in 3 different sizes in here, and you can get these from lindsaysstampgang.com. And so I filled up the medium one and the small one. The large one I'm not going to be using, but the medium and small I am. I cut this really pretty bird cage out from the Straight from the Nest cartridge in a size 3. I cut this fence out from Straight for the Nest on my Gypsy at 1 inch by 5.5 inches. And then I also cut these cute little bats out at 1 inch from the Wild Card cartridge. So I'm just going to put them all in here because all these I need to make black. So I'm going to go ahead and get my black out here. It's called Screamin' Banshee Black. So I'm going to use this, and you can dip your pen right into the water. What they said to do is kind of squeeze a little until you see the water coming off your brush. So I see that now, and you just dip it in like that, and then you can just start working on your project. I think what I'm going to do is blend a little bit first. I'm going to blend this just a little bit here so I can get this color to come out. And what the neat thing about this color is that it is magical. So it has 2 colors in it. So it's black, and this one has a blue undertone, and it's beautiful. It's so pretty. Actually, I have a piece of paper I can show you now of where I sprayed it. And if you guys can see, it's kind of a bluish type purple undertone on here. There we go. I think the camera's picking that up. Isn't that just gorgeous? So it's really pretty. So let's get started here. What I need to do is just color all this in. So I'm just going to use it like a paintbrush and just keep painting all this in black. And then we're going to do another color later. But I just wanted to show you really quickly how we make this and color this in. So I'm just going to keep going, and we'll come back and we'll do a different color. Okay, the last color that I'm going to be using here is the Ghostly Gargoyle White. And I'm going to go ahead and use my little brush here. Get it in this. And this is really translucent, a very light gray color. So I may even need to mix it with a little bit of the black. What I'm doing here so that you can kind of see, oh, I can see the opalescent color in here. That's really pretty. It might be hard to see on camera, but it's absolutely beautiful. So I may end up two-toning this, so we'll see. So what this is going to be is my moon. So I'm going to do this as my moon, and then this is going to be the top of the bird cage, and then the back of the gate here. So it's really light gray. It's very opalescent, really pretty. But I may add a little bit of the black in there as well. That's super pretty though. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to continue to do this, and then we'll come back. Alright, so what I did here was I actually added a little bit into that gargoyle white. I added some of this Screamin' let's see, Screamin' Banshee Black from the Starburst Stains. And I just took the cap off and just poured just a tiny bit into my little mixer here. And I really did a lot, so I'm going to use that up too on another design that I'm doing. So I just wanted to show you, I add a little bit so I get more of a gray color on this. And can you see how beautiful the blue undertone is on here? It's just gorgeous. So what I'm going to do with this is take some of my glossy accents. Okay, I always keep a extra little pin around, like a sewing pin, so that I can pin the tip of that so I can fix it and make this glue come out. So what I'm doing is using my glossy accents. I'm going around every single little portion of this bird cage here because I'm going to pour on some diamond dust. Okay, the next step is here. This is the diamond dust, and Sylvia, SIL2289, sent me this, and I love this. This really dresses up a project. It makes it look so pretty. So I have an extra sheet of paper here that I have to collect the extra, just like you would embossing powder. You just sprinkle it over the top here, and then you just tap off any excess. Let's see, I gotta get underneath this little guy here. Oh boy, that is going to be just beautiful. Wow. Now I didn't put any on the center, reason being is I'm going to put the purple bird that you guys saw me color. So for right now, this is what we have. Isn't that just gorgeous? So I'm going to let that dry, and then we'll come back and finish the rest of the project. Alright, for this portion, what I did was I stamped the word Halloween onto here. And I have these little flourishes that I used on here, so I just added one here and one down here. And I love this little button. This button also has kind of a little flourish in there. And so I just added that on with a 3D adhesive glue dot. And so the card's going to end up going like this. And so now what I'm going to work on is the moon portion of the card. So here's the moon that I did, and I glued onto the bats. And what I also did when I was coloring everything was I have these black flowers, and I added some of this gorgeous black color onto it. And this is the Screamin' Black Banshee that I added on here, the mica powders. And I'm going to put that around the moon just so that it gives even another effect. And I'm going to add that on with these glue dots. So I'm just going to start doing this, and then you guys will see the finished product when I'm done here. Okay, so I'm kind of playing with the layout here, and I've already adhered this onto here. This is the fence, and this is a two-part fence. So I did kind of the background in that gray that you guys saw me do, and this is a little bit of the blue-black on top. And then I added some rhinestones here, and then I had the flourishes that you guys saw me use on the base of that card, on the inside of the card. So I added a flourish here. And I'm thinking of adding the moon here that I did with the little flowers on it. You guys saw me do that part, or start that part, I should say. So let me get one of these 3D adhesive dots here, and I will come right back. Okay, so I got the 3D adhesive on the back of that. And then what I'm thinking is I'm going to make this, where I added these little rhinestones, the post that this bird cage will sit on. So it's kind of a make-believe post, but I think it'll be really pretty right there. And this little bird is going to go here and overshadow that other tiny bird that's in the center there. And I'm thinking I need to add another little flourish over on this side. So this is how so you guys can see how I kind of play with things here. I just kind of lay things and say, okay, well that would be kind of pretty. I kind of like this one, so I'm going to do this flourish here, and then I'm going to add the little rhinestones. I personally added the little rhinestones. I'll kind of show you how I eyeball that as well. Okay, so I did get this little piece here, and now these are the rhinestones that I have. These are just little loose rhinestones, and what I do is I just go around to where I see the tiny little tips of this little flourish here, and I'm just adding really mini little rhinestones on the tip here. And then where you see a bigger rhinestone, then you can add a really big rhinestone at the end, and it just adds a really neat extra little something to the card, and I think it looks really pretty. So I'm just going to add a couple more little rhinestones here, and then I will work on getting this card mounted onto the easel card. Okay, so I went ahead and put together the card, and what I did on this portion here was take some ATG tape on this portion here, and then I just adhered this 5.5 by 5.5 card front here so that it will sit up on this easel just like that. Okay, so you can see all the little rhinestones and all the little flourishes that I put onto this card, and the little button here that even has a little flourish on there, and I just think all the colors are so pretty, and I'm hoping that the camera will pick up on how iridescent and beautiful this card is. It really is gorgeous. You can see the blue that's up on here, and these are black flowers, and it just turned out so pretty. So there's my elegant Halloween card. I hope you guys enjoy and give this a try because these products are just gorgeous. Take care, everybody. Have a terrific day. Bye-bye.